Hi, welcome to another show. This is a quarantine video. Let me lower down the volume. Quarantine slash blog slash diary slash writing, but it's not writing, it's a video entry, logs about life and quirks and nerdy stuff that I like to talk about. This is another episode of this series. How's it going? My name is Adrian, if you don't know. But you probably know my name because you're already in my profile and things like that. Anyway, let's go back to the show. Today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite games of all time right now, especially because I'm locked up in my house and room and I got nothing to do, and I've spent almost 80 hours playing this game. That is Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. It is a fantastic open world genre game where you hack and slash your way. You're trying to beat the boss Ganon, trying to get to the freaking castle because you're the hero of Hyrule, and the spirit of courage is within you, and you gotta go in and you gotta charge in gun blazing, but you cannot do that because you only got 3 hearts required, and you gotta like ravage around and you gotta roam the world of Hyrule because an old man told you that. Well, where am I gonna go with this? The old man told you in the beginning of the story that you are not well equipped to defeat Ganon in your current status. So what you gotta do? You gotta roam around the world, and guess what, buddy? You got nothing on you except for a stick and some like trousers and like old clothes. So you roam around Hyrule to look around what you're gonna need to defeat Ganon. Turns out you gotta liberate 4 divine beasts. Why? Because apparently 100 years before the game, you were actually with a bunch of champions, and turns out you guys were like a little legion, and you guys were gonna destroy and beat the shit out of Ganon. But the Ganon like completely did a trump card on you guys. And turns out all the robots that you were going to use against him, he used against the Hyrule Kingdom, and he killed out your 4 companions, Rito, Rivali. Yeah, that guy was an asshole, but he destroyed him using one of his disciples, and then waifu Mifa died too. Yeah, and then Ubrosa died, and then Daruk died, and your whole homies just died. And Link, trying to defend the princess, got severely injured, and so he had to go into the Shrine of Resurrection, and after 100 years later, he was fully able to bring himself back to life, but at the cost of the whole kingdom and destroyed, and also losing his friends and memories. So you gotta run around and recollect your memories, apart from, try to get some hearts and stamina. And you go on and you visit around that world of Hyrule, and then you see Kakariko Village, which is like a Naruto-themed ninja cool vibe being placed, where there's like cool weird castle people around there. And then you gotta go talk to Impo, who used to be look busty, like Ocarina of Time. She had polygons up here, but now she's an old lady. She's 100 and something, and she tells you, yeah, you were the champion, you're Zelda's appointed knight. Now you gotta go help Zelda. And so you gotta go to the first divine beast, Baruta. So you gotta go to Zora's Domain, and now if you go to Zora's Domain, turns out there's this guy who's the brother of Mifa, Sidon, and then Sidon's all like, yo, can you help me out? My kingdom's up in peril because this Baruta guy, this elephant, divine beast looking guy, we used to have him control him, now he's possessed by Ganon, nothing, no crazy coincidence between that. So can you help us out? Then he goes, yeah, sure. Then he meets up with the king, and the king's all like, yeah, you used to be with my daughter all the time. I thought you were gonna steal her away from her. Slow tear. And anyways, you go on to defeat Baruta, the divine beast, using all these crazy puzzles, because Zelda's a game's about puzzles, And after that, you get a heart piece, and then you go on to the next divine beast, and I decided to go on Goron City, was Daruk. And then it's like this chameleon looking divine beast, and then you gotta go through the puzzles and shrines, and you gotta talk to his old lost grandson, and just by it being only 100 years old. And once you're done with that, you get another heart piece, and then you go on to go to the Rito village. I went to the Rito village, did some shrines along the way, gained some hearts and stamina, and I was like, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna help out my asshole friend Rivaldi. And then once you're done with that, you go to the divine beast up in the sky, which is like this big bird, and then once you're done with that, you defeat the boss of Ganon, you get another heart piece. And then I was like, you know what, I have 11 heart pieces. And then I was like, you know what, let me go to the original Kakariko. Let me go to the Lost Woods, and then in the Lost Woods, there's the Master Sword, the Blade of Evil's Bane, and then you can hash and slash the freaking boss of the game. And once you're done with that, once you get that, the game becomes a hell of a 10 times easier. This thing lights up. It's like it gets hard on evil, and it glows, and it actually does double the points. of damage towards any enemy possessed by Ganon. It gets a heart on it. It's like shining. It's freaking awesome. You just hack and slash the whole damn game. Once you get the sword, I went on to go with Abruzzo in the Gerudo Valley, and it's like this giant desert place. And once you're done with that, you gotta go into this one village dominated by purely women, because the race only reproduces a male every 100 years or so. So you gotta dress up as a woman, go into invade the base, and then like gotta talk to the princess of the whole castle, and she's all like, "Yeah, you gotta like defeat that electric camel person up in the northwest of the desert." And I was like, "Yeah, cool, all right." And then once you're done with that, you gotta shrine for more. You gotta grind for more shrines. You get more hearts and stamina. Then you're off to defeat Ganon. And once you're done with that, oh, guess what, buddy? There's DLC 1 and 2. Once you do those, there's more shrines and more bosses and more challenges to complete. So this game has a little bit of everything. It's awesome. It's fantastic. It's a perfect time for me to not waste. It's an experience all in itself. It's music, characters, art development. That's everything that I love about video games. And then like Shigeru Miyamoto, not Shigeru Miyamoto. What's the guy's name? Ooh. The guy that created Wind Waker is all like, guess what? We're making not only one, but we're making a sequel to the game. And I was like, oh my god. And that was my experience with Breath of the Wild. It's an amazing game. It was great game mechanics and, you know, development and, you know, quirky characters. It's great. But, you know, sometimes the puzzles leave you in a brain coma because you're all like, damn, this shrine took me half an hour, it took me an hour, maybe it took me 2 minutes. But it's a great game, you know. It has little quirks. Instead of like searching for hearts, you can make foods. You can make foods to regain health, which is a great component towards the game, because it actually makes you be resourceful with the things that you get within the game. So you could get mushrooms and hunt animals to get meat, and then you can create new recipes that will give you boost health, and also like statistics, like you know, like boost effects, like buffs, which is freaking awesome because it really helps you out early in the game. And all these little things, like little side quests, shrines, main quests, what else? All that stuff. It's amazing. And that was my experience with Breath of the Wild. It's great. All right.